It's been a while since we talked car makeup. As you can see, this bag is currently overflowing. We're gonna fix that. I have this new makeup bag and we're gonna try to shove all this in here and wish me luck. But this was my car makeup bag and then I decided, I want to upgrade the bag. So I got this one from TikTok shop. It's a free sample and we're gonna see how much stuff we can put in this bag. And when I got the bag in, I decided, let's go through my makeup collection and see what else I can throw in there, just in case I need it to touch up my makeup, or if I'm running late for work, I might do my makeup in the car. I added quite a bit of stuff because before this bag could fully zip, now everything is falling out everywhere. So let's go ahead, go through the products that's in here and this bag and try to organize it because this is not organized whatsoever. We are also using this little pink lap table that I got from TikTok shop to show you everything and try to organize things. So let's get into it. First off, the bag itself here. So this bag was a free sample. When I looked at the listing, it looked plain. For some reason, there is writing on it, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. It says, "Life is a journey, the simpler, the happier." Okay, whatever. But the bag itself, it unzips like this, and it has a wire, so it stays open, which is nice. Then there is a little side pouch here, and a little zipper pouch, and that's a pretty big size compartment in the middle. There's also this wrist strap, which could be helpful, not sure. Then the bottom also unzips to reveal a place to put like brushes or pencils and stuff like that. So I think this could be good because you can also put stuff down here too. We're gonna fill her up. Starting with our tools here, I do have this Kevin Aucoin eyelash curler that is gonna go in there, an AOA little puff, which you guys know I love these. I do have a couple different Wet n Wild brushes. This one is supposed to be like a small contour brush, but you can kind of use it for anything. And then I have this highlighter brush with these little pieces of glitter that float around. Really, really cute. Then we also have from Morphe a couple different brushes. I have this dual-ended eyeshadow brush. I don't have a whole lot of eyeshadow options in here, so this is pretty much all I need for eyeshadow. You have more of a flat packer brush and then a blending brush. They do have a little bit of eyeshadow in them still, but it's fine. Then we have this Jaclyn Hill X Morphe brush, the JH07. This is really nice for powder, especially underneath the eyes. Then from BH Cosmetics, I have this little angled brush, which is great for blush or bronzer. From Profusion, this is called a face contour brush, but I thought this would be nice for like nose contour or something. Then this is the Sephora Collection Mini 55.5 brush. This was when I was Rouge back in 2018 and they gave you Rouge gifts. This is what I got and I've had it ever since. It's been a long time. And I don't think I've hit Rouge since 2018 either. Then from Nosta Beauty, which is a small brand over on TikTok, I have this little brush set. So this is like a face brush. And then there's a bunch of mini eye brushes over here. So for whatever reason, if this doesn't work for me, I have all these little ones and they do come out. Now the face brush just stays in here like so. So that bottom compartment here, since these won't really go in the holder and this, it's just going to go in this bottom portion of the pouch. And then we are just going to throw these in the slots. And that actually worked out perfectly. So that is our bottom portion done. Let's go ahead and move into complexion products. So let's go ahead and go in order of how you would apply these. Starting with primer, I have the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. You guys already know I love this stuff. I've been through 2 or 3 of these and it's affordable. This is a great primer. It's silicone free, but it's blurring, it's hydrating, it's cooling all in one. Absolutely love it. Then we have the SPR cushion foundation. I thought this would be great just for the simple fact it has an applicator in the compact already. So it's pretty mess free. And this is great if you want a little more coverage than what this gives you, which is the Revlon Glimmer Moisturizer Stick. So basically just a tinted moisturizer. And this doesn't last super long on my oily skin, but if I need just like quick makeup to go somewhere for whatever reason and I don't need it to last a long time, this is a good option for me. Concealers. So this Maybelline Fit Me concealer I got when I did my full face of Maybelline video. I'm still not the biggest fan of this concealer. You can kind of see it was trying to dupe the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. That one I absolutely love. I've been through 2 or 3 of those as well. This does not compare to that whatsoever. Now, this Colfi concealer is newer. It's more of a medium coverage concealer. You can kind of build it up to full coverage, but it is better than the Maybelline one. I figured I'd put another option in here. Powders, you already know I love the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Press Powder. As you can probably tell by how big the pan is in here. So we have a press powdered option and then a mini of the Laura Mercier loose setting powder. You guys already know I love this one. I do have the full size in my regular collection back here. Now I have a mini. This setting spray I've only gotten to use once, so I thought I'd go ahead, throw it in the bag, try to use it some more. This is from Benefit. It is the Professional Super Setter, and I got this from Ipsy, so I thought I would throw it in here. Since a lot of these products are bigger, like the setting spray, we are going to try to put them in the bottom nicely and go with that because we still have quite a bit more stuff to pack in here. Let's hope it all fits. Okay, so far this is what we're looking like. Let's go ahead, move into cheek products. So for this category, I have a few different options. This was from Ipsy. I wasn't super excited about it, so I just decided car makeup bag because it's good, but it's not a well-known brand. It is from Pear Nova, and it is this blush and highlighter palette. So this right here is a cream blush, and then you have a powder blush, and then a highlighter. Kind of same wavelength as from Kaja. It is their Play Bento Blush and Bronzer, and I have the shade 01 Butter Up. So it has a blush. The mirror did fall out of this, but it's fine. There is a powdered blush, a powdered highlighter, and then the bottom is a cream bronzer. Then we do have this Clinique Chubby Stick Sculpting Contour, which is a bronzer. We have the Milk Makeup Highlighter in the shade Lit. This one is more of a champagne color, where in the cheek palette here, it is more pinky. This one is definitely a little more champagne-y as well. So these two compare really nicely together. And then we have the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Bronze and Tropical Bronze. This is like a blush and bronzer in one. So if I just need something quick, I'm going to reach for this. Also bigger products. So these I'm going to try to nicely fit in the bottom portion as well. So we just kind of have this happening. The next few things we'll go over all at once just because there's not a lot of them, such as eyeshadow. We're going to start here first. We have from Addiction Tokyo Midnight Wish, which is a single shadow, and it just looks like this. It's a nice cool toned like taupey color. And then from Natasha Denona, I have this Eye Sculpt Texture and Tone palette single in the shade Y2, which is a nice neutral brown, which is a great crease color. And then from IT Cosmetics, I have this Superhero No Tug Shadow Stick in the shade Transformative Taupe, which could be a really nice base, especially for this shade. So that is all the eyeshadow I have. For brows, it's even more simple. I have the Give Beauty Most Def brow pencil. You guys already know I absolutely love this one. So that is in here. And then the Too Faced Brow Wig in Soft Black. This is kind of like Benefit Give Me Brow. And then for mascara, I have two here. I have the Rare Beauty one, which is a really nice thick mascara. Also have the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. Also a nice volumizing mascara. Pencil liner, I have the Milani Stay Put eyeliner in After Dark. It's just a retractable pencil because I'm not putting a pencil sharpener in here. And it has a smudger on the other end. Liquid liner, breakup proof when wild. You already know. I absolutely love this eyeliner to death. So let's throw this in the bag. I'm thinking for these things, since they are smaller, I'm going to put it in the zipper pouch just because we have a lot of lip products that we need to fit in here. So they're going in the zipper part. And they all fit in there, so we're going to go ahead, zip her closed. All right, we kind of have these organized. Let's go ahead and go over lip balms real quick. I have this mini Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in vanilla. I'm trying to use this one up. It is really nice, and I love vanilla things, so that is in here. Then we also have from NYX the Smushy Matte Lip Balm in the shade Snuggle Season. You guys know I love this formula. It's matte but hydrating. Lip liners. Of course, I have one of the Sachu lip liner stains in pink. You already know I love this one. This is my absolute favorite one of them. And then also came from Ipsy. Wasn't the biggest fan of the brand because it's unfamiliar to me. It's called Real Her Lip Liner. Elegant Charm. And there is two different shades of lip liner here. So I thought this would be really good for the car. You have more of a nudie pink and then more of a mauvey rosy pink on this side. And then more of our like glossy options here. This is from Estee Lauder. It is their Pure Color Melt On Gloss Stick in the shade Melted Rose, which is a nice, really pretty rosy color as you would expect. We have the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil in the shade Pink Quartz, which pretty much just turns out to be clear, but it's minty, and I love anything mint. So, of course, we have this. Same wavelength. This is from L'Oreal. It is their Plump Ambition Hyaluronic Lip Oil. This one is pH balancing, so it does turn kind of pinky, but it's not like the hot pink. It's more like a light baby pink, which I really appreciate. But it is also minty, super juicy, and plumping. We love this. I do have the MAC Squirt Plumping Gloss Stick and like Squirt, which is the green one. This one I did pull out my backup drawer. I do have one in my regular makeup over here as well. This is good to change the color of your lipstick, or if you put it on by itself, it kind of turns into like a caramel honey color, which is really, really pretty. Now let's talk lipsticks. I do have some options here. So from Shiseido, I have the lipstick in Dusty Honey, which is a nice nude color. Definitely like very everyday. Kind of gives the same thing this Lancome one does. This I got in PR. It is in the shade First Kiss. I don't even think they make this line anymore, but it is a very pretty color. This I've only used a couple times. So I thought if I put it in the car makeup bag, I might use it more. This one I haven't even tried yet. I've swatched it, but that was it. I found this at TJ Maxx, so I put it in the car makeup bag to get some use out of it. Kind of the same thing here. I've used this once from Lawless in the shade Georgie. Used it once, but this is a really nice, like warm, kind of terracotta shade. Then from Makeup Forever, I have this little mini, which I used my Sephora points to get, in the shade Memorable Spice, which is more of a cool toned option. Now, my wild card here is from MAC. I ended up accidentally buying a second one of these. I didn't realize I already had one in my collection, and All Fired Up. And she is hot pink, okay? I have worn this shade because obviously I have one in my collection already. But yeah, she is hot, hot pink. It's almost red with how pink it is. So I thought this would be a nice, fun option to throw in the bag since I accidentally got two of them. Plus, if I put this on as a blush, that could be really pretty as well. Now, for the lip products, we're going to use that open pouch here and just try to organize them a little bit. Okay, surprisingly, it all fits in this little side pouch here. Now, there's actually still quite a bit of room too. I don't know if you can tell, but if you use this as just like your everyday makeup bag, like you don't have a big makeup collection, you could definitely get away with it just because it does fit so much stuff. Like if this was your whole makeup collection, I think you're golden. And everything is nicely organized still. Now let's see if I can get it to zip because there is a lot of lip products in here. Oh yeah, she zips. I will say the wire is a little tough to get used to, but it zips. It's all in there. It's not going anywhere. This thing is definitely hefty for a car makeup bag, but at least I know I have everything I need for pretty much any occasion. It's in here. And that was everything in the car makeup bag. She, again, is pretty heavy. Like, it's got some weight to it, but I am definitely impressed with how much this bag actually holds. So I'm not mad about it, and I think it's gonna do great in the car. And now I have everything that I could possibly need, whether it's work, touch up my makeup before I go out, or maybe I just want to film a video while I'm out, like a vlog or something, and want to look a little more put together. I have stuff to fix my face. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching this video. If you like any kind of makeup content, I do a bunch over here. So definitely like and subscribe before you leave. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.